good evening. My name is Joshua Dillon.
I'm Inziga McCarthy.
And I'm Jaden Johnson.
And we are here at the 2014 ISA Boys and Girls Championships. And we caught up with Mr. Irwine Clare. How are you doing, Mr. Clare?
It's always good to be at the Champs. As you know, it's a pulsating event. We see some of the best youth athletes in the world right here in what I call the Mecca. And it's great rivalry, it's great competition, and it's opportunistic for our youngsters too, because as you know, it's an opportunity for them to showcase their talent and possibly go on to get some scholarships to go on to higher education.
As head and founder of Team Jamaica Bickle, what position do you play in Champs, in supporting Champs?
Well, you see, Champs is, one would say, it's the feeding tree to the Penn Relays. Those who do well at Champs or even Gibson Relays would then find themselves on teams representing their schools to go to the Penn Relays. And we have forged this relationship with ISA and Championships now since our inception. This year is our 20th anniversary, and we're pleased to be here. It's a significant year for us, and that is the reason why even this year we have sponsored 2 races as a mark of our support for student athletes.
One question I would like to ask is, what drives you to continually support these Jamaican athletes or the Jamaican students and help Jamaican? What motivates you to give back to Jamaican people? People
like yourselves. What you're doing right now. You're doing things to empower yourselves. You're doing things as a role model for your peers. The least we can do is to provide a platform and encouragement for you to do what you're doing. And we hope that what you are doing, because you're better influencers to your peers. So we are there to encourage you and to facilitate that happening. So that's what motivates me. You know, the fact that you guys recognize that you can do what you're doing.
Okay, so earlier on I've been noticing that Team Jamaica Bickle sponsored 2 races. How do you feel about seeing your own students that you put on that track? How do you feel seeing them perform?
Well, let me tell you this. All the students that lined up to enter a race into a final are winners. The mere fact that they can be at that start tells you that they have worked hard to get where they are. And we must also understand, too, that winning is not just about who breaks the tape first. It's what you put into your participation, the hard work. And from that, character is born. And from that, you set yourself an example as to how much you can achieve even when you recognize that when you work hard, you will achieve. So yeah, it's great to see. I'm happy for those who win, but I'm even happier for those who line up at the start.
I hear Team Jamaica Bickle has a calendar event coming up. I know we have a reception on Monday. Tell us a little bit about what's happening.
It's our 20th anniversary year, so we're doing a series of events this year. In fact, we like to say that April is Team Jamaica Bickle month. Yes, we have a series of church services, because that's very important to us. A series of church services, we have a breakfast, and of course our official reception in New York, which is on April 17th. At that point, we will be honoring the Honorable Dennis Johnson. And the Honorable Dennis Johnson is the grandfather of the MVP program and UTech track program at the University of Technology. And he's what is called one of the last Mohegans, meaning that people like himself and like Herb McKinley, who did so well on the track, but even did more off the track. And he has influenced a lot of youngsters in their professions to where they are today. And we felt it was necessary to recognize him. And he'll also be using the opportunity to launch his foundation. Because as you know, it's about legacy. What it is that you do to influence a second generation and people in the future. So we're looking forward to that. And for the rest of the years, we'll be doing other events. We have our 5K, which we now not only have in New York, but we also have in Fort Lauderdale. And we may be hosting another one in another city somewhere. So there'll be lots of things because it's 20 years. When we first started this, we had a lot of hair on our heads, and now we have not much, as you can see. But the point is that it's a fantastic opportunity for us to do what we've been doing.
Okay, well, you come back to Jamaica, you give back to Jamaica, you travel here to come to do work. Do you get to come and enjoy some rich Jamaican culture and have fun?
This is what I'm doing right now, I don't want to make a correction, not coming back or giving back. It's just doing what I need to do. Because this is home for me. I just happen to visit the United States. So this is home for me. And there are many people like myself who does the same thing. We have a commitment and we are patriotic to our nation, and we find ways by which we can invest in the future, and the future is you.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Irwine Clare. Once again, I'm India McCarthy.
I'm Joshua Dillon.
I'm Jadan Johnson.
And we have to thank you for joining us and thank you for accommodating us, the Kids Hovers, at the 118th staging of the Penny Release. Once again, I'm India McCarthy at the ISA Championships. Thank you very much.
Hey, listen, and I've seen you grown too. I remember the first time you came here, and look at you now. You're a veteran, huh? All the best, guys.
Thank you.
Great. Take care of yourself.
All right, then.
I'm India McCarthy.
I'm Joshua Dillon, and once again, this has been Kids Hub at the 2014 ISA Boys and Girls Championships. We'll be right back.